Everyone can get a glimpse of all my games right now.
Ooh.
Oh. Dun dun dun. Uh-oh. Is it roll 20?
Probably.
Because, like, the music glitched out a second. Is roll 20 the problem?
Oh, you went robot right there. Possibly.
Okay, well then... Let's close roll 20. Am I back to what I was?
Yeah, you're clear.
Yep.
So what the fuck? What did roll 20 do?
Demanding the processor?
Okay, well, I guess no maps. Until we can figure out what's going on with roll 20. Well, can't just leave the background blank. So, let me get you all a pretty image in the background. How's that sound?
Yay!
We're gonna play this Field of Mind.
I mean, isn't that how D&D first started originally?
Yeah, that's true. So, this is just no fancy map. Oh, all my fancy maps are useless.
Well, you can always just pull them out from your folders.
Yeah, that's true. It's alright.
And then just, like, use funny PGs.
Do we just start using MS Paint?
Bro, desperate times call desperate measures.
We just like, well, shit, this isn't working. MS Paint it is.
Oh, we couldn't take the brash tactic, so we're taking the old page.
We can't do the fancy shit, so we're going back to the beginning. I might still have that old overlay somewhere.
You know times are bad when you gotta resort to MS Paint.
Listen, there's a dude, and I don't remember his name, but he swears by MS Paint. He's like, listen. 1 second.
Hey, if they make it work, they make it work. Good for them.
Alright, whoop. Let's just make this a bit bigger. Yeah. Meow. And there, look at that. We're looking at the map, which is all we were doing anyway. That and another map. Okay. Cool. At some point, I have gotten off my chair, so let me get back on my chair. I don't know why, when I'm fixing issues, that my first reaction is to abandon my chair and just start, like, sitting weirdly on the floor trying to fix issues on my computer. Okay.
That's not just weird. I sometimes take a knee when I'm having computer issues.
It's like you just sit there and like, okay, I gotta figure this out. The chair's in the way. Fuck away. Alright, So, roll 20's out of the question for right now.
Might give it a try a little bit later.
Right. I'm gonna look up online later and see if there's any issues going on with roll 20 right now, and that might be the issue. And if not, we're just gonna have some fun with MS and Paint.
Looks like me and Bruce are just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like if I'm in it, it breaks for the stream. So, I don't know. Worst case scenario, we're gonna pull up MS Paint. I'll pull it up on standby. I can't believe I still have this downloaded. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, well. Well, that was a chaotic opening to this stream. It's fine, guys. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Anywho. Where were we? Oh, that's right. You guys were camping out.
Chaos.
You're about not too far off from another village. You guys had just gotten through some nearly mountain areas and were attacked by yourselves. Your companions are all okay for the most part, but the tension rising between Flower and Limbo is definitely growing. As Flower, as always, keeps a smile on her face. But it's morning. What are you all wanting to do?
I'm waiting for the other two to have their breakfast.
If Flower has food, I eat.
There's the optimism.
I mean, Flower has food.
So I eat.
Alright. Flower also eats. Giving you pleasant smiles as always.
Bowler? Or Wrath, I mean? Yeah.
What?
The smiles towards Wrath, or?
Just in general. Flower always smiles. I mean, other than when they're putting food in their mouth. And they're sleepy. You haven't seen them not smile.
Suspicious.
They've been like this the entire time, and just now
I know.
suspicious.
The fact that you just pointed it out.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I wasn't paying attention, but since you pointed out, hey.
So next thing I need to do is, ooh, a door. Look at that door. It's lovely. Look at the carvings in it.
I'm gonna kick the door.
Exactly. If I draw attention to literally anything.
You already had me at, there's a door.
Okay.
Why?
There's
Why
a
do you-
beautiful
why do you-
stained glass window.
Why do you,
I look through the window.
why do you think I went to the temple?
One's attracted by pretty lights, the other one's like, fucking doors, kick! Yeah,
Doors are for nerds.
doors are for nerds! I'm making that a TikTok, I hope you're aware.
Huh? Are you a nerd? You use a door.
Oh, what up, nerd? Are you using a door? Oh, really? Watch how I go through doors.
Punch door.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
nerd,
is.
could you open the door? I sprayed my ankle.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it doesn't take long and you guys finish your meal. Flower packs up the leftovers for later that night for dinner.
We all ready to go?
Yep.
I guess.
Alright, I proceed to keep leading on towards the destination of this quest.
Alright. You guys begin your journey and walking through kind of a mountainous valley on your way to the next city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they would. Flower's kind of lagging behind today. Not super slow, but like not as fast as normal.
I'm gonna keep a note on that.
Kind of staring off.
I'll look back. I'm like keep going forward.
Yeah.
I'll ask the question. Flower, what's the holdup?
Nothing. Just looking for birds and squirrels. And maybe bugs. Maybe I can find a new spider.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
No,
Wrath.
that's even that. Even with Spore gone, I still find someone who likes critter crawlers.
Of course. And then, unprompted Wrath, because you talk to them, they're gonna talk about how wonderful spiders are.
They go on a whole like educational system
Yep.
with you, like about spider anatomy and everything.
They're gonna talk about how
Did you
some
know
of,
that?
some of them have little toe beans, and like they can be really fuzzy paws because they're called paws. They have paw pads, like most
Some of
other.
them are very poisonous, so can kill you with one bite.
And they talk about like how the fuzzy ones kind of have like little personalities, and like some of them that jump and stuff. They go on a whole ass tangent.
You are not spared.
You are not spared. Wrath is just accepting its fate like shit.
I'm like, alright. I'm trying to, like, ignore most of what they're saying.
I imagine you. No offense, Brad, but I imagine with your character in his head, it's just like that trumpet sound. Dun, 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 dun. You're just like nodding up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like nodding, like he's understanding it, but reality, like, it's dial-up tones, like, key. Not a clue what they're saying. But
And with, oh, by the way, there'll be a test tomorrow. What?
the worst fears. But, it doesn't take long before you're on the outskirts of a village.
Okay.
This is a decently sized village, or is this like?
It is a decently sized village. It is. The villages are slowly getting bigger since you guys took the shortcut through the mountains.
I'm gonna assume we'll have to cut through this town.
Is this village filled with life?
Yes, there's people. It's not another dead one. I mean, you can go around it if you wish.
Well, it's more or less. It's just. Like I'll cut
How-
through the town if it needs to, but it's just wondering if it's gonna. if
How's
that's our-
how does this village look? Does it look like a prestigious village? Does it look like a lot of people with nice stuff? Does it look heavily guarded? Does it look like, you know?
Are you planning a heist or something?
It's not heavily guarded. It has a couple of soldiers here and there. It doesn't look like it's very prestigious. The buildings aren't the nicest, but you can definitely tell this is like a kind of stop for people. They seem to be doing a bit better than the villages that you come from, but they're not like super rich and fancy about it.
So this is basically like a tourist town.
Kinda. I think like sometimes it's a pit stop between villages throughout this area.
Okay.
A trade point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll proceed to go into town.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Flower will follow. Dustin will follow. As you get into the town, you're getting stares. Everyone's looking at you and talking about each other. Some of the men are just kind of definitely eyeing up Iron. I almost said the wrong name.
Wrath.
Eyeing up Wrath.
Is it kind of like a?
Sizing them up. Can I take them out in a fight?
Kind
No,
of.
I was gonna say, is it kind of like that? Alright.
It's kind of like they're sizing you up. Like, if they had to, could they fight you? Probably. Are they going to initiate combat first? No. But they are taking note as to where your possible weaknesses could be.
Ah. I'm I have a sneaking suspicion. Are these like guys like well armed and well armored?
Mm-mm.
It's
Do
just
they, or do they look like they're trained? Are the people who eye me up look like they're trained soldiers, or are they just guys with like swords and
There's a
who are?
couple who have swords. There is a couple. One definitely looks like he's a bit beefier than the others. Like there's a couple with swords, there's a couple with armor, but they could be guards, and then there's definitely one who's in the middle of them, who has like a blacksmith belt and apron on, who looks a bit more chonk than the others.
scared, Rev? I'll say out loud, Limbo out loud. Are you scared or something?
Nope, just being ready.
Alright. Just make sure you're not the one swinging first.
Hey, I won't start a fight, but I will finish one.
I mean, we didn't finish the last one. We did run away.
I finished it.
Technically, finishing a fight doesn't always mean you have to actually finish the fight.
Ooh, wise words.
I'm gonna look around and see what kind of stores there are.
I'm following Limbo.
There's a couple of general stores. There's fabric stores. There's an apothecary. There is like a bunch of markets that you kind of consume as traveling trade markets, because some are empty, some are not. You can see people trying to sell different crops and stuff.
Oh, it's the farmer's market?
Yeah.
Alright, I will head into one of the general stores.
Okay. We'll go into the general store.
I will wait outside.
Okay. No
While they're
getting
in there.
stuck in the door. You open the door and there's a little ching as the bell goes off. As you enter the general store. At first you don't really quite see anyone. And then a tiny woman will pop up from behind the counter. 1 moment! And then pop back down. Like she kind of like jumped up and then... You can hear her shuffling about, and then you can hear
Is
something.
Destin in here with me?
Yes.
I'll ask him, is there anything you need here?
He will wander around to go look. But you can, as he's doing that, you can hear the sound of someone scooting something across wood, and then you hear toot toot toot, and then the woman pops up. Hello. Sorry, I was reorganizing things.
Or morning? Is it morning, right?
It's about morning, yeah, evening, afternoonish, getting close to that. But
Good
you
afternoon.
see a brown, curly-haired gnome.
Good afternoon. Do you, by any chance, be selling any rope here?
Yeah, we have some rope. Doot, 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 doot. And she will
I may-
hop down. And then you watch her go around the counter. Doot, 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 and then pull this ladder and go sliding across one of the shelves and then stopping and then grabbing your rope and coming back down.
How much feet of rope? Is it 50?
Yep. Be 50
Alright.
feet.
Alright, and, hold on. Destin, have you found anything you wanted?
He comes over with a couple of cups, like not fancy teacups, like little metal cups.
I'm not
though.
surprised. I was expecting a new kettle.
There's currently not one in the store, but he definitely would have.
Alright, the rope and these teacups.
All right. Let me double check the price on one thing. Alright. So it would be about 1 gold and 5 silver.
Alright. And exactly the change.
Alright. Take that. She'll put it on a nice little bag for you and then hand it to you and be like, alright, have a good day.
Thank you. Have a good day. I proceed to walk out.
Right. Flower has made flowers in front of the general store, which is not an uncommon thing, and is currently again making flower crowns.
Their standard go-to.
Yep. When bored, flower crowns.
I will now proceed to go towards the traveling market area.
Alright. Flower will put whatever they're working on Wrath's wrist and continue to follow you.
Like every day you got more and more flowers on you.
Yeah.
I think you still got the previous flower crowns from yesterday on your horns.
Yeah, they are starting to wilt, but like not very fast.
You'll look like a walking bush in the end.
Yep.
At some point, Wrath just has to say no, but Wrath won't.
I won't say no. I'm also kind of
Too
curious on how.
unbothered.
I'm also kind of curious on how many flower crowns flowers gonna put on me.
Who knows? Yeah, you go to the market area. There's a bunch of different things for sale. Yams, potatoes.
Anything exotic?
No.
No?
No exotics.
Alright. I'll group up with the rest of them and I'll ask them, is there anything in this town they might need?
Yep. Not me.
Nope.
No food, no nothing?
No, we're good on food for now.
Nope.
Alright, then let's head out.
Okay.
Proceed to head out of town continuing onwards to is it a castle or is it a
The dragon's keep.
fort?
From what do you know of it is kind of a fort, kind of not. You've never quite been there. Never really.
Is it like a
made it.
Whiterun like town?
Well, you're not sure, because all you know about it.
That's all I'm imagining.
All you know about it is it's a place that was established by the Dragon King back in the day.
Ah.
And it's still going despite his death. So.
Place can live on besides, despite like the person not being there.
Yeah.
That's how towns are formed.
Right.
Sorry.
You're fine. As you guys leave the city, Flower will say, maybe we should stop going through towns.
Why is that?
I mean, the closer we get to where we need to get to, the bigger the towns are gonna be. And I don't know about you, but like a walking puppet, a giant minotaur man in a walking suit of armor kind of draws a lot of attention.
Well, I'm quite used to this attention.
Yeah. But it could always turn negative.
True. I will give you that.
They just smile at you.
Depending on our situations when we come up to the next town, we'll dictate if we need to get going to town. Agreed?
Okay.
Finally.
And you guys continue.
I do kind of mumble that out loud.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I kind of did. When I say that, I do kind of find some common footing.
Flower just smiles.
I proceed forward,
Right.
leading the adventures. Go into this place that I know no location, but never been there.
Yes. You know the general direction. You've never quite been there, but you
Eventually, I will while we're on our way processing, we will have to stop in the town for directions.
Why? I know where I'm going.
Well, up to a certain point, then I'm gonna have to ask you to lead them.
Okay.
As they on.
All right, that's fine. So you guys continue walking. Flower is still kind of a little bit behind, just kind of looking at the trees and stuff.
Have my familiar in the air, still always on the patrol, looking around.
Neat. Eventually,
Bird.
time begins to move, as always, and it starts to become evening. Do you wish to camp?
I'm assuming we're in a forest, or where? What's
we're
our
in
surroundings looking like?
Kind of like a. It has sparse trees. You're not looking at full forest, but you're looking at like mountainous plains and like you're in the valley
like
between mountains. So
A
there's
myriad of stuff. Got
yeah.
it. All right. Nice. Well, set camp here then.
All right. We will set up camp.
Let Dustin try out his new teacups.
Yee. Dustin is excited to use his new teacups. He will put his pot on the stove and begin to make some tea.
What kind of tea?
I don't know. Let's roll the dice. He's making green tea.
No, you're making that southern south sweet tea. So sweet that you'll rot a tooth. Yeah. What?
I don't. I don't feel like Dustin would make that sweet tea, but
I think you would.
I don't know.
You told me about it, but I'm just.
But yeah. You all get all set up for night. Flower's gonna pull out the meal from this morning and warm it up and hand you some, Wrath.
Okay,
What's
I take it.
What is it?
It's just stew.
Stew.
It's leftover stew.
It's always been stew. It's like eating chicken every day. Why? I kind of asked more or less towards Wrath if there's anything else you wanted to eat.
If it's food, as long as it's food, I'll eat it.
Yeah. Got it.
Food is food.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get food, and then Dustin will hand you a cup for green tea, Wrath.
Oh, thank you.
Dustin seems happy, and he passes out cups for everyone, and then kind of places one empty near Limbo, but as a gesture.
I thought it was gonna be the same joke again, where he like pours me a cup, thank you, and as soon as he looks away.
No, not today. He knows better. There's sometimes out of spite, he'll do it.
I don't even know what happens if Limbo's thinking to himself, I don't even know what happens if I actually drink it. It's been so long.
Right? But yeah. Everyone's eating and drinking. Is there anything anyone wishes to do before they turn in for the night?
Take one quick good look around our surroundings again.
Alright. Are you doing an in-depth look? Wow. Incept look. What's an incept look?
Oh yeah, sure.
Alright, go ahead and roll perception. How dare you boot me? You distracted me. Excuse me, Leo.
18 total.
18?
18. 15 plus 3.
Alright. So I mean, you can see a couple of animal tracks here and there, nothing big. You can see some, like squirrels nestling down in the trees. You can see that, like, Flower had seen them and just stared at them for a second before losing interest.
Alright.
It's nice, the fire's going.
Nothing suspicious, nothing out of the ordinary.
Nope.
Alrighty. Alright, I'll turn in for the night.
Alright. You begin to go to sleep. You standing. Standing / turned down. For what? Sorry.
Sentry's Rest.
Sentry's
It's
Rest.
called.
Yeah. Dustin follows, facing the opposite direction. I assume, Wrath, you just kind of plop wherever.
Yep.
Flower will roll out their little bedroll and go cuddle in for the night. And you begin to sleep. Well, not all of you.
Oh.
After all, Limbo sees all.
It's like the Elfin Trance thing. There's a limit of how far.
Yeah. But just on the verge of your vision, you see what looks like wings swoop in and then swoop out.
I look through the eyes of my raven. That's watching the camp.
Your raven will open its eyes and stare and see a small little bird. Can't make out the full features as to what bird, but you can see it hop across the ground out of your vision sight and kind of plant itself on top of Flower's head.
I have my raven stealthily move in closer to get a better look.
Okay. It kind of nestles itself down and makes a couple of cheeps. How perceptive is that bird? Not perceptive at all. That bird's
What,
not.
like what? How is the not perceptive? Like I could stand in front of it, wouldn't realize we're perceptive, or just not really paying attention?
It's not really paying attention, like, because a raven, or at least a bigger bird, because technically your familiar would be kind of looked at as a prey, not a prey, but a
Predator.
with its size, because it's bigger.
Yeah.
So it doesn't quite see potential threat, but it makes a couple of cheeps. It fluffs its wings. Makes a couple more cheeps.
Do you have still hawks in this world?
Yeah,
Out of curiosity.
yeah.
Well, if it's just to match the size better, I probably would just call it then a hawk then.
Okay. More reasons why it's really
Yeah,
dumb.
well, yeah, but still.
Yeah. But it makes a couple more cheeps before getting back up, hopping away, and then taking off.
Interesting.
Flower did not move the entire time.
No, but I have a feeling that they were listening.
Everything is quiet.
Proceed to go and return to my rest, but mental note.
Yeah. It's not long before Flower begins their little wake up. They stretch. As always, they are the first to wake up.
Alright.
They would. Um, they will come over to you and they just kind of stare at you for a second. Are you fully asleep? Can never tell. Anywho, I'm gonna go and kind of freshen up. No lookies. Stay. And then he'll go over to Dustin and do the exact same thing. Before kind of grabbing their stuff and skipping off for a bit.
I'm not gonna be looking through my eyes, but I'm gonna let the hawk go do its thing and basically go and spy and report back what it sees.
Like, how close is that hawk spying?
Just as far as its eyes could let it see, so it stayed like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Noted. Alright, so you just see his flower go kind of behind some trees and stuff, and see they take some water and they seem to be splashing their face and stuff. And then they kind of look at the hawk, flip it off once, and then kind of go back to taking care of itself. Brushing their hair, putting it back in their little ponytail, and then sliding behind the tree, and then
I technically listened.
Technically. And then they'll come up with fresher clothes, and as they're shaking their older clothes after becoming out behind that tree.
Alright.
Yeah. They'll come back to camp and they'll start making preparations for breakfast. More stew.
More soup.
More soup.
I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup?
I'm at soup. Why are you trying to get clothes at a soup store?
Oh. I'm assuming that me and Dustin wake up.
Yep. You guys next, and then last but not least, you wake up.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, soup.
Soup. You're handed some breakfast, as always. As the music anonymously stops. Hello?
The soup's poisoned. I know it.
The music just like instant stopped, and I'm like, excuse me? You doing okay, music? What happened there? That was weird. But yeah. I'll get around for your morning, as always.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm just waiting for them to eat their food.
Okay. Doesn't take long. Flower is the last to finish today.
Clothes are they like fancier clothes? Or are they like just like the same kind of clothes?
They're like the same kind of clothes, but they're less worn because they haven't really changed their clothes since the last time they took a bath in a river. So.
I still got the same old duster.
Yep. You guys all got the same amount of like dust and grime, and they're just like slightly fresher.
Slightly fresher. I mean, I'm slightly shinier.
Only slightly. But yeah.
Everyone ready?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll go with Dustin.
Dustin's ready.
Alright. Let's move on.
Alright.
Okay.
You guys continue down the path. Flower's still
Magic.
lagging behind. At some point, Flower will stop and stare at the
We'll
ground.
stop.
I think we shouldn't go this way.
What's up there that's making you want to just change course?
You ever get a bad feeling? That's all.
What kind of a bad feeling? Is it like a bad feeling if we're gonna get in trouble? Bad feeling someone's gonna die? Bad feeling we're gonna get lost?
Or the type of bad feeling that you know something.
It's more like, I know if we go forward, something might happen.
Alright, game, I'm gonna say this right now. I am just out of spite. Just to keep pushing forward.
Well, it's up to you. Do you choose spite, or do you want to listen?
Does the road ahead of us that if we continue, the road that we're taking right now, if we continue, does it look anything bad? Like, does it look like there's something off about it?
Roll investigation.
I will join on that.
Investigation.
Investigations.
Ooh,
What do you get?
17.
I got a 17 as well.
Ooh, the duo, very perceptive. The path itself looks like it had like any other path that you guys have been taking. It's about the same kind of traveled recently within maybe a day or two. But you're not getting anything like ominous or spooky about it.
Does it look like is it looking like just like a worn down road? You really can't tell how many people have traveled it, or like how many people like if a person traveled it by yesterday, or a group of people traveled it by yesterday, kind of thing.
Kinda, yeah. It's been definitely traveled a lot.
I'm gonna have my hawk fly high and look through its eyes and see if there's anything that's sticking out
Alright,
ahead from the path.
roll investigation through your hawk's eyes.
That's a dirty 20.
Ooh, dirty 20.
14 plus 6.
Alright.
Eldritch Knight I am. I need that smart. I need to be smart to be able to cast spells.
Alright. Your bird goes up and it's looking and it's looking. It's scouring the lands and it does not see anything.
You have an idea then of a path to take them.
I mean, we can go. It's more mountainous. But we could go up the more of the mountain paths.
And how long of a delay is that gonna take?
Depends. If we're trying to go fully over the mountain, it could be like a day delay. Cause, well, I think everyone should be fine.
Should be.
I mean, you are quite old, no offense, but as long as you don't rust the way over, I think we'll be fine.
So it's someone that had to get carried to the Deadlands. But alright then. Lead. Do you want to take the alternative route? You lead it.
Okay! And then they will start going up the mountains towards the mountain path.
As soon as Wrath walks up, I kind of hold my hand out to stop him 1 second.
What up?
Keep your eye around the surroundings.
Okay.
Proceed forward.
Yeah. You guys are traveling up the mountain path. For the most
Following Flower.
following flower, it kind of follows like the path that was down below, but just going more up in the process. Definitely, this one is not
Alright.
as traveled down as the other one. You can see bits and pieces of the road that started to crumble away, not well maintained. But it's still a path. At some point, Flower will stop for a second to get a drink of water and offer Wrath some.
Say that again.
At some point, as they're going up the mountains, they'll stop to get a drink of water and offer you some.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it.
They just smile. Gotta keep hydrated. Plus, the higher we go, the more the altitude changes.
Yep.
They smile at you before taking their eyes and staring at the pathway, as you guys see a carriage coming down the path.
Alright.
It's a fancier carriage. It has an emblem on the front of it.
What is the emblem?
It is of a bird holding a sword.
Do I recognize it?
You remember illustrations of similar kind of logos, but it was the logo of the king of this country. Obviously, they have gone through changes, and who knows how many years you've been alive. But it's still the same kind of design.
Same concept, just shown differently.
Yeah. And you watch as it continues on its way, going past. Let's keep going! And Flower continues to go.
Alright. There are a lot of people that were with that carriage or no?
You saw on the outside at least 4 people on that carriage. And then not too long as you guys are continuing up the path, you can see like 4 more horsemen, more soldiers on horse coming through as well.
Alright. Traveling caravan. From the looks of it.
Mm-hmm. But you guys continue.
Okay.
At some point, again, Flower will stop to rest.
You okay
Alright.
there, Flower?
Yeah. Just feel a little woozy a bit. Gonna sit.
Altitude.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything you guys wish to do?
I'll take a look around the
Alright.
surrounding area. Maybe.
The path that you guys have taken has at least given you like a bit more reach above the trees. You can see a little bit more as the path you would have continued going down. It doesn't seem to have a lot going for it, but you can see a town in the distance, like maybe 2 days out that seemed a bit bigger than the town you just left.
Ah. I don't need to head into town. I don't need anything.
I don't need anything.
We don't have time for that.
We don't have time for that.
Is that Flower saying that?
No, I'm just copying you. I'm sorry. We don't have time for that.
No, we don't have time for that. It's more or less we need anything. I think I've been the only one that's been going into these towns looking for some stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
As
So I
you-
guess what we're...
As you all
Go
are
ahead.
sitting there and just kind of resting, waiting for Flower to get used to the altitude, everything's black.
For everyone?
Everything just seems dark all of a sudden.
Is it for everyone?
Yep.
Is it just me or did my eyes go out again?
Nope, my eyes did too.
Oh dear.
It's like someone turned off the lights. You guys are in shadows almost. You can almost see your breath as you speak. Wrath. As you're the only one with breath.
I kind of get into like a ready position of like of fighting off, of like a fighting position.
Alright. So you're getting into a fighting position. As you guys, your eyes kind of adjust, you can find each other. You can limbo. It takes you a couple seconds with your old eyes to find Dustin.
My makeshift night vision.
Yep. And then
Just kind of hear click. Sounds like camera lenses adjusting.
yeah. And then you find Wrath not too far after that.
What about Flower?
What about Flower? You don't see a flower.
Okay. Did Flower set us up for a trap? I'm asking Limbo.
I would not be surprised.
Where do... Well, I guess we just...
Disappointed, though.
Oh? Why? How so?
Well, they could have planned it better.
I'm going to check with something I had in mind. I am now suddenly looking through my hawk's eyes above, down at us.
Okay. Your hawk's not there. You reach out for your hawk through your connection, and it's nothing.
I don't think they're in the same place. We're not even in the same place, are we? I'm gonna assume the floor even looks different, or it's still the same floor.
No, everything looks the same. You can see the mountain path, you can see the little cliff edge, you can see the trees underneath. You can't quite see as far as you did in the red moonlight. Kinda.
I'll walk up to where Flower was.
Right. They were resting up against the side of the mountain. Their back's there. kind of tucked onto the side, but their bag's there.
Do I see footprints?
Yeah, you see footprints. Actually, a lot of footprints. Footprints you don't recognize, footprints you recognize as yours and Dustin's and Ras.
The ones I don't recognize. What are those?
You see...
Shape-wise, I was about to...
Yeah, you see some bigger armored footprints. You see like a couple variation of size, but obviously humanoid footprints. Two heavier than the others, but all... Actually, there's another hoof set, a print set, as well. Smaller than your big friends. Quite smaller.
Which way are they heading?
They're heading up.
Pick up Flower's bag and hand it over to Wrath.
Okay?
Can I take it?
Yeah, you can take it.
Follow me.
Alright, I start following him.
And proceed to follow these tracks that are going up. These smaller hooves.
Alright. You go up. You can see, as you're going up, the path is like littered with holes. And so is the mountainside. Like something big has punctured through them. And stone and rubble has crossed all across the path. And you start to see trickles of blood.
Look at both Destin and Wrath. They sharp.
Alright.
As I summon one of my long swords to me.
Okay. Easily done. 1 second as this is getting ominous and I hear crying outside my door.
Alright.
They say a minute or a second.
I think it was a minute, or I think it's both.
Sorry, apparently my son was being mean to his sister. So.
What was that?
My son was being mean to his sister. It's fine.
Oh.
I took care of it. But yeah, alright, where were we? Oh yeah, there's trickles of blood.
Blood. There's blood. I said stay sharp to the other two. As we're proceeding more, I'm proceeding more carefully up the hill, following it still.
Alright. Continue up the path, and obviously there's more blood, some splattered across the sides of the mountain. More holes. Wrath, it's colder up here. You can definitely tell. Not that it bothers you. but the cold air reminds you almost of home. Maybe even colder.
Okay. It's cold here.
What was that?
I said it's cold here.
I know, it sounded like it hurt. I heard a big boom boom. And then that was it.
Uh,
That was me muting because there was people in the background trying to talk loudly.
It's fine.
ah,
As you continue to follow the path, eventually huge chunks of the path are missing. Like they just fallen away.
like at this point,
I'm
are we
sorry.
kind of?
I'll kind of say out loud, starting to think I should have just taken the path out of spite. The other one.
Is it like, are we like walking like on a bridge and like the chunks are falling off, or is it more like that these pieces just didn't exist?
It's more like, so you're on like a mountain cliffside. It almost looks like something, like it almost looked forcefully pulled off of the mountain. Chunks of it.
Okay. Like something was climbing on the mountain and then like just started pulling off chunks of the mountain off, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever created some big piercing holes into the mountainside seems like it tore off more of the mountain.
Okay. Are these like big chunks, like bigger than me, or are they like about the size of limbo size chunks?
Limbo size chunks. Not quite your big size.
Okay.
What was it, like a perfect cartoon cut out of me or something? Gee.
No, not perfect. It's like so like it's not like like 7 foot tall holes or big, like kind of those holes, but like
6 foot.
are you 6 foot? Okay, so not
I'm
limbo
clean
size
6
either.
foot.
He's not limbo size either. So more like if
Flower
wasn't
size?
if Flower was an actual elf size, which would be like almost like 5.5 feet.
Alright.
Okay.
If that helps.
Alright.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at some point, the path just ends. A big enough chunk that seems to separate the paths has cut off
I'm
the
gonna
rest
assume
of
we
it.
can't see the other side.
You can see it vaguely with your eyesight. But it's so dark.
Look behind us, see if we're being followed. Quickly.
Alright, you look behind you and you see no one.
Alright. Just want a quick confirmation on that.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Well,
two
since we're-
options
wait.
for us.
Wait, if we're on a cliffside, I look above us. Can I see anything above us?
You can see... Roll investigation.
Investigation. I got a 4.
No. You see, like...
Yes, the stone is made out of rock.
You can see the holes and stuff. You can see it still go... The mountain still goes up.
Okay. I look, because Limbo and Dustin are still with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I look at them and goes like, if you want, I can carry you guys while I climb the rest of the way. You just need to be my eyes.
Will I climb across?
Yeah.
Tell you what, Climb across. Cross. Once you get to the other side, I'll throw your rope.
All right. Or yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna like kind of like shimmy climb across this hole to the other side.
Okay. Roll me athletics. Yeah, roll me athletics.
Athletics.
You're a strong lad. That shouldn't be hard for you.
That's a dirty 20.
This is perfectly fine. You're like, fuck this. You're even taking like whatever like stuff you got, making holes, and you're just like, yeah.
You're punching a hole.
As he's punching holes and rocks are falling down underneath him.
All right. And I get over. So I just and does that? Do I have to roll again, or do I just get over to the other side? I'm not sure how far this exactly.
It's
how
not
far
that
other
far, so I would say one roll should get you over there.
Side. Okay.
And then I guess if you're throwing a rope over, you're gonna Limbo needs to roll an athletics to see how far he can throw that rope.
All right, I can do that. That's a 14.
Yeah, that should get it across.
Do I need to roll something to catch it?
Yeah, you know what? Fine, sure, we can do that. Roll.
Why'd you open your mouth?
Roll a
Because
dex.
I want to be funny.
Roll a dex.
Dex? Just straight dex?
I mean, I don't think you have acrobatics, so.
I just.
Of course he gets acrobat. It comes for installing his Xbox.
I can roll acrobatics.
Whatever's higher.
18.
Alright, yeah, you can catch it.
Alright. I catch it, and I'm gonna pull it enough to where I can tie it around my waist.
Okay.
Alright.
And I shout out, "Alright, you're good to go."
I'm gonna hold the other end and tell Destin to go first.
Oh, you're gonna make Dustin go first?
He is lighter than me.
I know. Okay, hold on.
And I'm pretty sure that man's got teleportation magic.
Alright, let me pull up his character sheet real quick.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Let's see. Ooh, right. It's athletics. Alright, well, it's not a negative, so.
Oh god, no.
You know, just for my sake, and I don't want to be mean right off the bat, I'll take that and put it away for right now. Alright, that's better. Alright. He's holding on to it. He's not very good at climbing, so he does the, you know what I mean. He holds on to it, he puts his feet up there, and he's just kind of shimmying across.
Yeah.
Eventually he makes it to the other side and just like holds on to the ground for a minute. Like, no, don't like that. And it's your turn, Limbo.
Alright.
I shout out, "Tie it around your waist and I'll pull you."
Dustin, if he lets go, kill him!
Dustin's like pulling through his bag immediately and pulls out a hand axe. What is your hand axe?
I just look at Dustin and I'm just like, I just say, if you really think it's gonna do anything and you really think you feel safer with that, all power to you. I'm just letting you know. That won't be enough.
He
I
makes
tie it around my
gestures.
waist. Ready?
Ready?
I make a running leap.
All right. Roll athletics as
Who?
you, Wrath, as Limbo begins to
Oh,
drop.
I'll try to see if how far I can make it first.
All right, we'll roll athletics to see if you can make it that far.
I have 17. I rolled.
17. How far can you jump?
Fucking ass. Sorry for my yeah. That's rules. I'm not even sure how. When it comes to jumping, it's weird how.
Well, let's look at the movement. Like, how far is your movement speed? So
30. Hold up.
if you have a running start,
Which I said I did.
should be
Your strength determines how far you jump. Run jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before jumping. When you make a standard long jump, I make leap half the distance. Wait. Strength score. So that means.
so like 15 feet.
Because I have strength score 16, so I guess then like round down.
So it'd be 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you get close. You don't make it all the way before gravity effects.
Yep. Start trying to hang on, grabbing onto the wall while.
Wrath, roll athletics, please.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, that's enough. You brace yourself
Oops.
and you feel the rope hit, like you know what I mean? It pulls you forward for a second, and then your stubbornness allows you to hold the rope still. Roll another one to pull him up.
Roll another athletics.
Yes. That first one was to make sure you didn't fall after him.
13.
How far?
What?
13.
What'd you say, Limbo?
How far down is the floor?
You've gotten pretty high up. You're not quite to the ground. I would say it's still 30 feet below you. Because I don't see you using all of the rope.
No. Just curious though.
Are you looking down?
If let's say, I mean, yeah, that's what. Well, I asked the question.
As Wrath begins to pull you up and you're looking down, what you see below you is not the same terrain. You see ice and snow and mountains that look harsh and cold. And at the bottom of the ground you see below you, you see what only could be described as a limp, bloodied version of Flower, with a gaping hole as a metal pike that is huge has pierced through their skin and through their chest. And they lay at the bottom of that hill.
As soon as Wrath gets me to the top, I tell him we need to get to the bottom.
Okay.
So I immediately pull out. How much rope? How far down would you say it is?
Let's see. I would say it's about 60 feet down.
So I pull out the whole thing of the rope, and then start tying it to the other rope.
Okay. What are you using to anchor it?
me?
You're not going down.
No, he is. I'm gonna have Wrath head down first. Slide down. Basically, I'm gonna take the ropes, summon my other sword, and bed them both into the ground as an anchor point, and then hold on as well.
All right.
Sure you don't want me to be the one who does that, because I am pretty big and heavy.
That's why I'm making you go first.
Okay.
And I'm up here right now to hold brace with. I'm pretty sure you're tankier than me, anyways.
I feel like he's a lot heavier than you too, but we'll see how this works out.
I'm pretty. You might be surprised.
Maybe, yeah. All right. Well,
All right.
roll your acrobatics. Both of you.
Acrobatics.
Well, you roll acrobatics. The other one, Limbo, you roll athletics. Actually, you could use your athletics to climb down the rope.
All right, I do athletics.
I go for it.
How's a 14?
14's good enough. You get some rope burn as you slip a little bit.
Okay. Do I take damage from that or no?
Not really. It just stings.
Okay.
But we'll see how far you get down before your anchor point goes out, or if it doesn't.
I weigh like borderline a quarter ton. I think actually a little more than a quarter ton.
How much do you weigh, Wrath?
I'm still trying to figure out the exact number.
I want to say like 600 pounds?
Okay, so yeah, Limbo weighs more than you. Man, raw iron.
Him weighing more is one thing, but him holding as much as me is another.
That's true.
Alright, give me a minute. Let me make my roll. And I did also place another thing to help
That's true.
give a way down. Dirty 20.
Alright, yeah. He's managing to hold everything up.
You were the heaviest thing I had to deal with.
Eventually, Wrath, you hit the ground, and...
I told Destiny quickly now follow after.
Okay. As Dustin is following down, you see what Limbo saw. The terrain around you has changed from the trees to cold mountains. Similar to your home, but colder. More unwelcoming. And obviously, in a mess of red, you find what you could describe as the remains of Flower's body.
I will not proceed to go down myself.
And you said there's an iron pike in their chest, the head?
In their chests, piercing through their chest, there's this thick metal pike. Someone's coming in halfway through, not sure what's going on. Sorry.
I guess you hear something in the background from me.
I don't know.
No, I just see a bunch of nannies and question marks filling up my chat right now.
So I will start making my way down.
Yeah, go for it.
Do I need to roll anything?
Go ahead and roll either athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna go with athletics.
Okay, because Dustin used acrobatics and he did far better.
23.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I go to the bottom, I'll summon my weapons to me so then I can pull all the rope down.
Yep, the rope follows.
Drop my weapons quickly to pick the rope up and then go check on Flower.
I check on Flower, and then I also examine the pike. Is the pike any recognizable to me?
It is not a weapon you have seen. It is made from a black kind of steel. It is cold to the touch. And it is it has these, it looked like it was all like in a spear shape before it pierced through Flower, and then it spread out its wings in a sense, and used him as a latching point. I'll pull up a kind of image I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, but put it in our olden brash. Does Flower look alive still?
No.
They're dead?
They're quite dead. The life in the eyes that you've seen and the smile on their... Well, the smile's still there, actually. Looks like a sad smile. But, their eyes look dark and empty. And they look very pale.
Can I take this pike out of them?
You can certainly try if you wish.
I want to try.
This is what the head looks like.
Ah!
Ooh. Before he starts pulling, I tell him to hold.
Is that is that the end that's sticking out of that's like above the ground, or is that the part that's in Flower?
That's the part that's sticking out through their chest.
Ah.
Hi, Indy. I'm sorry. It got dark here. How you doing?
I tell Rat to hold before he pulls that out. Otherwise, he's going to be making a mess everywhere.
Why? What's going on?
Let's see how that weapon operates.
Nope.
If you want. Think of it like an arrowhead. Head of such. Once it goes in, pulling it out is going to make it much more of a mess.
Okay.
You just died. You want to loot? You want to be looting?
I was just trying to be respectful to the body and just not get it out of it. Get out there.
I look at Flower's face. I use my fingers and I close their eyelids.
As you do, it's light again. Your hand is on the face of Flower, who is very alive and is very annoyed. Like, why are you touching me?
What the heck happened?
What do you mean, what happened? We're resting.
We were just on a cliffside in an ice cold place, and you had a spike spear thing through you, and you were dead.
Are you okay? Are you hallucinating because of the altitude? I thought you'd be okay.
I look at Limbo. You know that, right? You experienced the same thing I did, right? I'm not going crazy, am I?
It's nothing. Just keep moving forward.
All right, I guess I'm going crazy.
Flower's just
Not.
very confused and is staring at you two like, okay?
In response to what he said, hey, you're not.
If Flower could be an emoji, he'd be that person with their head tilt with like 3 dots going doot doot doot. Okay, well, alrighty then. Well, if we're okay, Flower will begin to stretch. Where did my bag go?
I hand it
What's
back.
it?
Oh. Okay. And you guys will continue up the trail. It's lovely. The birds are chirping.
This trail looks similar to,
In a sense, it gives off the same vibes. It doesn't have any holes in the side, no holes in the pathway, at a certain point, it starts to get a railing. So at least somebody has cared to at least give something of protection up the path.
Alright.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
You okay?
Intrusive thought just entered my mind.
Okay.
That's the intrusive thought was break the railing.
Oh Jesus. Can't
I'm
trust
not-
you
no,
with
I'm
doors
not
or
gonna.
railings. Oh my.
No, I'm not gonna though.
Eventually, you guys come across a fork. One that would take you up, one that would take you down. Flower would ask which way you would like to go. Up means we go over the mountains, and it would take us a couple of days to go over the mountains. Going down kind of means kind of joining back in with that path-ish.
And is that the quicker way?
I
Or-
would think so. I mean, we don't. There will be another fork in the road, like give it a day or two. And then we can choose either going back to the original path or following a different path. You okay, old man? You're very quiet today.
That depends.
On what?
Many things. I think I just want to get off this mountain.
Okay. And they will begin going down.
Twice I've been on the mountain and it's almost got and weird shit's happened.
Doesn't take you long, as eventually by nighttime you reach the bottom of the mountainish path, and Flower will begin setting off camp to the side.
Alright.
Okay.
They start making food and stuff. Ouch.
Everyone's enjoying setting up their camp. Lima's just gonna take a minute, walk off for a bit.
Okay.
Kind of recollect himself, period.
Sounds good. Your hawk will kind of join you, land on your shoulder.
Look up in the sky.
You see the blue moon. It's present as always.
I don't need another one.
As he's having
I don't need another one to add.
as he's having his moment of wrath, Flower will hand you food.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. Dustin's like kind of preparing to eat, like an autopilot. Just Dustin's
Does Dustin not have a mouth?
what?
Right? Does Dustin have a mouth?
No.
Right? No, right. It's just a wooden spoonful of stew, and they just go whack, just against where the mouth would be.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't. You're actually not sure how he drinks.
I stopped questioning it a long time ago. Well, like after the first three, you just don't even bother asking anymore.
But yeah, he doesn't really have a mouth. He can draw on a mouth. He's done that several times. He's even drawn on eyebrows to express if he's angry or not. But yeah, he doesn't really have a mouth, so. But yeah, Dustin's like kind of autopilot preparing tea. Eventually, we'll hand you a cup. Wrath.
Okay, take it.
When you drink it, it doesn't taste as good as usual. Dustin's not on their game today.
What? How dare they?
How dare they? Ruin tea. Ugh.
Someone
Somewhere.
would be very angry.
Yeah, somewhere someone's very angry.
Like a disturbance in the force.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, after all the food is eaten and Flower cleans the bowls and stuff and puts them away, and it's time for bed. And
There we
they'll look curl
I'm
up
not
into
getting
bed.
hit with shenanigans.
You're now getting hit with shenanigans?
No, I'm not getting hit with shenanigans. I know your rule.
Yeah.
Fox has rules.
Do you not remember the one stipulation?
I only know Fox doesn't want us to watch streams, and we have to at least tell Fox that we're not gonna make it, and not just and instead of just not showing up.
Well, there's that, and then if we sneeze while streaming, I remember that.
Someone's like, no, not fucking snoozing on stream.
I know why.
I love it. Honestly, I was
You
starting.
laid that out, and I remembered. Christopher will remember this.
I also remember everyone else complaining about it, and then suddenly there's not been a single sneeze on any of my streams. Lols. Anywho,
You made a rule about it.
I did, and then apparently none of you like the consequences of it. Anywho, while we're getting ourselves collected, I have to use the restroom and make a phone call real quick to check on
No.
somebody. You are fine. So, for right now, we'll take a small break, to collect yourselves from the moment, as I'll call it. And yeah, you guys can talk about whatever. I'll leave the chat on so stream can hear you if you wish. You can talk about conspiracy theories or theories or whatever else you have.
Alright.
Alright, I'll be back. Alrighty. Did you enjoy your break?
I got food.
That's good.
You guys had a break?
Did you manage to collect yourselves?
I got
You were,
food.
you were able to collect yourselves?
Mentally, no, but I'm gonna pretend. Because fake it till you make it. Anywho. How long on your walk do you take, Limbo?
I don't really. If I notice everyone out, like, I might make my way by the time I get back, everyone's asleep.
Okay.
Type.
So everyone's just kind of asleep. Well, not Dustin. He's kind of still awake, waiting for you.
When I get back, I tell I look at this. I'm like, don't worry about me. Let's get some sleep.
Alright, and he will get into the stationary position.
What I do, I take one more look around myself. Not really like trying to like actively look for some, just and then winter sentry rest.
Sure. You go into sentry rest. The night goes by peacefully. In the morning, Flower will wake up. They will start making breakfast.
Good old same old song and dance.
Yep. As they're waiting for everyone to wake up, a bird will fly to their shoulder, and they will hand it a cracker.
Familiar with that bird?
What?
Are you familiar with that bird?
Flower would be like, sometimes. I'm familiar with a lot of animals. They tell me about things and places they've seen.
So
Sometimes.
is that how you know that go down that trail? The bird that talked to you last night?
Flower just smiles. No. Sometimes they tell me about things that are happening, and I make decisions based on those. Animals know more about things than people do sometimes.
No.
Oh, that's awake. Hi. They put food in front of you. Yeah. Animals are usually better at understanding, like, tension and understanding what's going on in an area. They're a lot smarter than people think they are. All kinds of animals and insects can tell you all kinds of things about places.
You sound exactly like Spore.
I'm just gonna eat my food.
Spore.
Old colleague of mine. You wouldn't want to touch him though. He was very dirty.
It's
Like I've seen someone shook his hand, and then the next day I found out that guy had an infection in his hand. Type dirty.
Well, don't shake people's hands when you have open wounds. That's the first mistake.
The man was. Yeah, never mind.
Flower very confused.
I was just thinking about how Spore sometimes how he would use his abilities and nature talk like that. Same man who talks like, oh, the animals and plants are always nice, as he's literally filling a guy's lungs full of spores. And like,
Limbo's life was quite interesting in the past. Hints of Limbo lore.
if Limbo had facial expressions, you usually have that look just disturbed on his face, just.
Not able to read Limbo at all. Flower's like, okay.
Is everyone ready?
What? Flower's confused. I haven't eaten my food. Hold on.
Don't. It's just a question. We're not ready, we're not ready. It's simple as that.
Flower will eat their food, pack up, and get around.
Listen, the last thing we need is someone on the traveling having a stomach ache.
It's not the first time. Alright.
Okay.
Then,
Mr. Rath, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
alright, you begin your journey once more.
We are walking on an adventure.
Any conversations you wish to discuss along your journey?
Dustin, it's not really now a time to be bringing this up.
Dustin makes gestures. Flower's still confused. How do they communicate again?
I have a feeling Limbo just says things and Dustin just reacts.
But why?
Why
Right
don't you
here.
ask?
What?
I'm right here.
Oh my god, your ears work! The old man statue... No, old man suit of armor, ears can work.
When didn't they work?
No, we're not killing them, Destin.
Yes. I knew Dustin didn't like me.
I mean, I think neither one of them like anyone.
No, I mean, the suit of armor is grumpy, and the walking puppet is something. So, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Again, right here.
I mean,
I'm sorry, were you saying something?
Right?
the
I'm just hearing creaks and scrapes from you.
Flower thinks for a second. Are you
This is
technically...
the appreciation I have been given. What?
Are you technically alive? Because you're like, what? A soul in armor and a soul in a puppet. So are you considered a living creature or a zombified creature?
You suddenly, like, watch Limbo kind of shift uncomfortably as he kind of looks away and head down and... Let's keep going.
I think I touched a sore spot. Pin that for later.
Maybe.
I was just curious.
I said let's keep going.
We're going, we're going. Oh my goodness, so grumpy. This is what happens when you let old men be in charge.
Flower right next to me.
No, they're like behind Wrath.
Wise.
They stopped walking behind you after your confrontation about the bird.
Hello? Destin probably concerned with me.
Very, his hands are very anxious movements.
Concerned eyebrow draws.
Like wiggly eyebrow draws. But yeah. Flower will kind
Limbo's
of...
gonna remain silent through this journey now.
Oh no. Flower will kind of drag behind. Not too slow, but just not fast. Just kind of looking around.
Like I said, Limbo ain't saying anything. Oh.
Lumbo's like, fuck you, I'm silent now.
No.
Hello.
Nah, fuck you. Something else.
Yeah, no, I guess Flower will just have conversations with you, right? So is it cold where you live?
Yes.
How cold?
Very cold.
Is it I guess it'd be like comparing one mountain range to another.
Yes.
So maybe they're the same cold. I just know my home's usually cold. So the question is, do you guys get like a warmer season, or is it always ice?
I want to say yes. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. Part of your mountain range you would get. Part of it does get a warmer season.
Yeah.
Lucky. Where I'm from, it's always cold. The ice doesn't melt, it's always there. Sometimes people make buildings out of ice, which is stupid.
I mean, you have to do what you have to do in order to survive.
I mean, yeah, but like, just because it's thick ice and it would take generations to melt doesn't mean it won't melt. You still heat the building. Oh. Honestly, sometimes people just don't fully think. Sometimes it's just nice to have a person in a nice warm area with lots of furs.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Or you can just get used to the cold.
yeah, that works too. I suppose. But nothing grows in the cold. It's boring. I mean, sure, I have the insects, and they are fine, but...
I mean, you know, magic. You can always just practice magic.
I do that all the time. It's boring after a while.
Then
Only,
go out for a walk. Then go out for a walk.
I'm usually not
Or-
allowed to leave home. Something
Walk
about
around-
constantly getting lost.
Walk around your house or your place of stay.
Yeah, well.
Or be, or be like me and grab a big rock and just start pushing it.
Why?
Build up that strength.
If you
Look
want
at your-
muscles of steel like me, you need to pick a boulder and put it back down.
The words of your chief echoing through your brain right now. Flower just looks at you. That's a no.
You want to be strong like Taurus? Pick up rock, lift it high, set it down, repeat.
Those old exercises coming back to you. I think I'll pass.
Alright, suit yourself.
Alright, and then the day will continue to pass on until camp time. You begin to set up your camp as always. Flower begins to make the meal.
Okay.
Limbo is still silent.
Yeah.
Very angry.
No. That's what you all are assuming.
I mean, is it wrong though to assume that?
It's not wrong, but it's not the mood.
But eventually, Flower will have food ready for you and begin handing out food.
I take my food.
Okay. Good food. It's lovely stew. Still stew.
Is it like a vegetable stew?
That's got some vegetables in it.
Is there any meat?
There's some dried meat in it, yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
Is there at least potato?
Or something of akin to potato, yes.
Oh, then we're good. That's all that matters. We're good.
Are there any like big boulders that I can lift that are around here?
Not in general, but I'm pretty sure you could probably, if you punch the side of a mountain hard enough and enough times, you can make a boulder.
No, I'm not gonna do
Lesson
that.
2 of Iron Taurus. Make fist strong, punch into wall. Until pain go away.
Start
Or until you
writing,
no longer
start writing down Iron Tauruses step by step.
How to be?
program.
How to become strong.
Yeah.
Alright, pre-workout over. Let's begin. Wait, what?
Oh my god. You can just start making a list, and every time you come up with something new, I'll write it down.
I feel like now I just feel like I have to make it more and more extravagant.
It sounds stupid, but it's funny.
Right?
Taurus is Iron Taurus, and today we're gonna pump you up.
Iron Taurus has his own exercise channel. I am Iron Taurus, and today we're going to pump.
No, it's Taurus is Iron Taurus. He doesn't speak in first person, remember?
Oh, that's right. Taurus, Iron Taurus. And today we're going to pump you up.
You up. Yeah, clap. It's always we're to pump you up.
Oh, Lord.
Oh Lord, here you coming. So we're all wrapping up for the night then?
Yep.
Yeah.
I will go to the edge of camp and then we're going to rest.
Alrighty. You go to edge of camp, and Dustin will be very anxious about things, and then choose a spot, and then go into rest. I assume, Wrath, you just plop wherever.
Yep.
Must be a Minotaur thing.
It has to be. Because in both cases, both Minotaurs just plop. Without communication, either.
Just
Uh,
the
how
ground rumbles a bit.
I assume it works out is that I'm eating, and then when I get done, I give flour to the bowl and whatever I used to eat with, and then I just sit there till I get tired, and if I get tired, I just fall backwards. Just go boom.
Just sitting there and it just goes. Woo, woo. So not a full on, like he's just standing.
Yeah. What I was imagining, the ground vibrates a bit. A
No.
thud.
It's a softer thud, but it's still a thud. Yeah. Flower will toss and turn tonight. They don't seem to be wanting to rest very well. Before getting up and just throwing their pillow. And then just using their bag as a pillow.
Oh. Are you telling me that the happy flower can't sleep?
The always happy flower, always a smile on their face, and can't sleep? How
Yeah.
dare.
right?
What's your line of sight when you're in sentry mode again?
I'll just read what Sentry Rest exactly says. Again. Sentry Rest. When you take a long rest, you must spend at least 6 hours in an inactive, motionless state rather than sleeping. In this state, you appear inert, but it doesn't render you unconscious. You can see and hear as normal. So my normal line of vision, my normal hearing,
Yeah.
pretty much. That's
Okay. As I finish writing down towards this two-step process so far. Yeah. You get the sound. As Flower's having a hard time sleeping, you hear the sounds of steps. Big steps.
very large steps.
Yeah. Not super large steps, but big steps.
I'm gonna summon my weapon and pace towards that where the sound's coming from.
Alright. As your eyes begin to adjust, you see the glowy, reflective eyes stare back at you. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, the way the blue moon hits it, you start to see the beak and feathers of a four-legged owlbear drawn to your camp by food.
Is there still stew in the...
There could be soup still in the pot. You're not sure. You saw Flower pack it up.
Is Flower still awake?
It's hard to see. From what you can tell, that...
Flower,
What?
you wouldn't have still food on you, would you? From the dinner?
I might have some. Why?
I recommend throwing it far away from the camp as soon as possible. And before you ask why, there's an owl bed not too far from us.
You can see as they slowly were starting to move, the minute you say an owlbear, you can see their body stop for a second
Alright.
before they... You can see, almost feel the vibration of excitement run through them for a second.
Now, Flower,
Yeah. Before they
I will
slow...
state this. Whatever you're gonna do, be careful at most.
I'm always careful.
Cap, but continue.
Flower will pull out their pot and just slowly start to walk towards the owlbear.
I'm keeping an eye.
Okay. Alright. Are we ready? See how this bear is gonna react? Brutus, high or low?
Hi.
Mediocre.
Ooh. Yep. Okay. Let me pull up this real quick. Alright. Double check something. Yeah, alright. So they're going to... Yeah, I think they're gonna charge. They're gonna charge Flower.
Alright, before they get on top of Flower, I'm gonna move in and cast Thunder Wave against this owlbear.
I'm just gonna
Oh, you'll
ask
hear
this.
this. You'll hear it. It's a loud boom.
Well, I know I'm gonna hear you, but I'm assuming the owlbear is going to roar before charging. Do I hear that? Or does it get? Because I'm assuming I'm not gonna get woken up until Limbo does his thing.
It makes. What does the owlbear make? How would you describe
It's a
it?
screech.
Yeah, it would be a
From what I
screech.
understand from Baldur's Gate, it's a screech.
So like an owl screech.
Okay, so does that make me awake and alert?
I mean, it might. How much?
I need to make a con save.
Okay, it will make a con save. I would say yeah. Like you hear that, and you're like, what is that?
Just go.
A 12.
It fails. It's DC, so it's taking full damage, and it gets shoved back 10 feet.
All right. Roll
It
initiative.
takes.
Initiative. Yay.
It takes 12 damage.
12 damage? Shit. It's about what it rolled. Funny. Alright. Cool.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5? Oh no.
Limbo got a 19.
Limbo's on the game. Everyone else is just slacking. Alright, so we got
I
Limbo.
mean, I was awakened to see that thing, so I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just woke up, so I'm like,
The fuck was? Like a stun grenade went off in your ear from my boom.
Alright. After the surprise round is over and the bear got knocked 10 feet back.
Also, in addition, any unsecured objects that are completely within the area that automatically get pushed 10 feet away as well in that
Okay,
direction.
so all of most of camp is not tied. Everything's not tied down in camp, so everyone went. Everyone's stuck.
Along with a 300-foot audible thunderous boom.
Noting that. And so everything goes scattered to the winds as the bear gets pushed back, and all your stuff just go flying, pots and
Stop
pans.
it charging.
It shakes its head a bit. Top of the round, it's you. You got your surprise round in, so
How far away is it?
it is because it was about 5 feet from Flower, and you pushed it back 10, so it's 15 feet.
I am going to move in and take an attack with two-hand attack with my longsword at the beast.
All right.
Since I only did pull out one of my swords.
Roll the hit.
10.
10. Does not hit.
I figured as much.
It's just kind of hits its slightly hide-ish body, ruffling feathers, but it does not seem to pierce through.
Action surge. I try again.
Action surge.
24.
24. That hits.
Max damage 13.
All right. 13. Awesome. Cool. Next on the list is the owlbear. Owlbear is going to first try to attack you with its claws. So I'm going to assume that doesn't pierce through your...
19.
Yeah, no, that doesn't pierce through. It's gonna go then towards for its beak to try to hit you.
Does it have to leave my space to go do that?
Nope.
Alright. No attack of opportunity. Dang it.
I believe a 20 hits, so
Oh, me?
yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yes.
Awesome.
I think if I should just shield it or not, just be petty.
Be petty against an owlbear? How dare
I'll take it.
you. Alright. You take a total of 8 damage.
I'm good.
Alright. Next is both Wrath and Flower, who rolled the same thing.
I'll let Flower go first.
Flower's just like, we really shouldn't be trying to kill it. We could probably try to scare it away.
Then do something.
Uh.
All intents and purposes, just tried to kill you.
It's just hungry.
Better fight to kill for food, while preys fight to survive. You should know that that's how the natural ways work.
They're gonna use their ghost flame and try to spook it. Their bluish flame will light up the area. Technically it's an attack, so Flower's not really trying to hit it, but it's trying to spook it. Of course you would fucking roll an nat 20 when you don't want to, Flower. Any other time you want to roll a nat 20, you won't. The minute you don't want to, boop, there it is. 4. Okay, yeah, no. Alright. Does that amount of damage. It makes a screeching sound as it backs up from the flames. Your turn, Wrath.
How far away is it from me?
Assuming that you didn't sleep too far away from where Flower probably set up camp, I would say it's about maybe like 10 feet, maybe 5 feet away from you.
Okay.
10 feet? Maybe a little bit farther since I did push it back.
Yeah, but it moved. You know what? I didn't say it.
I moved up to it.
That's right. So yeah, so it'd be more like 15 feet away.
Alright. I'm going to go in a rage. I'm raging.
Okay, you raging?
Yep, and I'm going to attempt to grapple this thing.
Okay, yeah. Roll strength. The out.
Strength and if I read this correctly, I have advantage on strength rolls because I'm in rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Come on. Fine, I'll just do this. So the first one's 21.
Okay.
And then let's see what the second one is. And the second one's 9, so I'm gonna use the first one, which is a 21.
Okay. So it is grappled because it rolled a 4 and it only has a +1. So you have.
Is this am I bigger than the owlbear, or is the owlbear about almost my size?
Trying to remember how big an owlbear is.
They are very large.
Yeah, I would say it's close to your size. It's not like full your height, but like maybe if you were on all fours, it would be about your size.
Okay. I am just grappling this thing. I guess I have to figure out what I'm going to do next round.
Okay. Top of the round. It's your turn, Limbo.
Yep, it's slashing time. Two-handed sword. $16 to hit.
That hits.
11 damage.
Alrighty. Alright,
Take it.
it's still around.
I said that was it.
Oh, that was it? Okay, okay. It is now the
Well,
Albert
level 3, I don't get extra attack.
turn. So it's now the owlbear's turn. So, high or low, cornflakes?
We're going mighty high, man, yeah.
Alright. It attempts to no,
Run.
it wouldn't try to run. It feels like it has no choice but to attack, so it's going to attack you, Limbo. Again, that's Flower's dice. So they're gonna attack with their claws first. 15 doesn't hit. Oh, don't roll off the table. That hits.
What is it?
A 27.
No. Well, actually, no, never mind, no, I can't, I don't even want to actually cast it because it will still not. 27 will definitely just hit, period.
Yeah. So, why is it only with its beak can it attack you?
Once you get really close and personal with the face.
That does a total, because it was technically a natural 20. 21 points of damage.
Oof.
Ow!
Oof. Oof. Ouch.
That definitely did a number on me.
It put quite the hole into your newly freshened up body.
Oof.
The mighty dent.
The mighty dent. Alright, and it's Flower and Wrath's turn. Flower's like, this is horrible. This is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea.
I look the flower and I go, slowly bring the food close and put it on the ground.
Flower will do
I
that.
think we're beyond that.
Hey, you may think so, but I'm holding this thing.
If we kill one of these, it's bad juju. I'm just saying.
Will you just bring the food and put it on the ground?
They do that. They just put the food down and like.
Alright. I'm going to try to maneuver myself to where I'm standing I'm holding the owlbear. I'm trying to maneuver myself to where the owlbear the food would be right next to the owlbear, and I'm between Flower and Limbo. Like it's like the owlbear, it's like the food, owlbear, me, and then Limbo and Flower.
Okay. Gonna have to shove Limbo out of the way to do that, because Limbo's up and close and personal with the owlbear.
I will shove him out of the way. I will shove him out of the way.
Come on, you get athletics?
Would that be just a strength roll for me?
Uh-huh. The strength shove.
I'm not gonna. I have advantage on this because I'm still raging.
Nope. Not raging
What?
no more. You have
I'm
to
not.
attack or be attacked.
Yeah, that's
Your
right.
rage is faltered, so you do not get advantage anymore.
Well, then I rolled a natural 1 for 5. So
Well, I mean, you could offer it up. I can add you to my list.
Do not take that deal.
Well, all I'm doing. Well,
Is there still that fire that the flower still summoned?
Yeah, it kind of is just kind of in the air. It's a ghostly bluish flame.
Alright.
So you go to shove Limbo out of the way, but you feel like you just hit a mountain wall and it went poof.
uh, I don't know what else to do. I don't think I can do anything else, huh?
No?
Well, the only thing I can do is just just make sure I keep the owlbear grappled. Or do I lose that too?
Well, it gets a chance to try to break out of it, so.
Do I roll anything or no?
I don't think a 4 beats your grapple check.
No, because it's a natural 20.
From a 1 to a natural 20. You mean you could have offered it up, and you could have gotten that 20 on that strength roll.
Nah, I'll accept the natural 1 for the first one and take the natural 20 to keep the owlbear grappled.
Okay.
Not play with the devils.
Alright, Limbo, it's your turn.
How does this owlbear look?
It looks, I mean, you can definitely see the blood underneath its feathers. It's fighting very hard.
I'm gonna raise my sword and stick the blade into the ghostly flame to kind of get it encased in it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna make an intimidation to scare this thing with said now burning blade.
Alright, roll intimidation.
Let's fucking go. Net fucking 20. Or am I Irish? As this robotic scream that sounds almost like a person in the mixture of it
Okay.
at this thing while like swinging this fire sword around at him, this burning sword, to scare it away.
Alright. First thing it's going to do is it's going to break your grapple. Wrath.
Okay.
And the second thing it will do is run.
Is what?
It will run. And it will take off into the woods.
Yeah, basically.
Just wah.
Yeah.
You okay there, old timer?
Why, look. All right.
Uh,
Some sparks are flying out of my chest.
I'm not sure if this will work on you, but I don't even know if this would work on you as a DM.
Is it a healing spell?
Yeah.
Yes.
They will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So that is 2d8s. Where's my other d8? I have so many d8s. Let's do this blue one. Ooh. You get 16 HP back. As a
That hole suddenly reforms itself.
they'll just stare at it and go, "That's weird." So I guess you're technical? Think for a second before saying anything after that.
I'm gonna use second wind as well. On top of myself. I'm being healed.
Okay.
Get back. Plus 3. 11 wounds back.
Nice.
The D10 plus 3. I am almost back to top shape again.
Woo!
Almost.
Almost.
What are you gonna ask?
Ah, nothing.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm not the one that got pecked.
You're the one that was getting charged, though.
Yeah. Smart.
Was Dustin asleep this whole time?
Dustin did not move.
Kind of the... My Warforged kind of smirkish. Alright. Let's keep the food separate from the camp now.
Okay. Flower gives you a smile.
Same old stare they're probably familiar with since I can't make facial expressions.
And from there, we're gonna end it for the night.
Woo!
Woo! Alright.
We're going through a crisis. Yeah!
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah! But yeah,
Let's go.
I hope you guys had fun.
Always.
I've been excited for this for a minute, so for reasons. What does that all mean? Who knows? Only I do.
Peace.
Yeah.
Did you have any interesting theories while I was away, or did you just talk about random things?
I just talk about random stuff. I honestly didn't really talk or say anything.
I just got things to say when after the stream's over.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for everyone that came to come and watch. I hope you all enjoyed. I know some people joined in halfway and they were like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, hopefully next time we stream we'll have Roll20 working again. I don't know why it's being weird. Or is it just my computer? It could just be my computer.
Probably.
Yeah. But I hope you all have a wonderful night. If you want to give me a follow, you should definitely do that. We play D&D quite often on this channel. I have another D&D game on Thursday for the Angel, Goblins, and Burbs. And then next week I have The Clash, which is going to be a fun game. I'm also excited for that one.
Oh.
Yee. But yeah, if you want to hang out with us in the Discords, oh, thank you, Mom. There is a link to the Discords. We talk about some random stuff. Today me, Metaminx, and Mom were talking about YouTube and stuff. So, you can definitely come join the chats there. If you want to follow me on all my other socials, there's the link tree to find all of them. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I've been doing. I post every Monday and every Thursday up on the YouTubes if you want to go give those a check out. Or if you want to get a glimpse into past streams of the olden days, there's stuff over on the on the Patreon. We got a whole bunch of stuff over there. I also like to occasionally will post hints and secrets. And we have a site coming soon. A site with my custom merch. and stuff that I
What?
have made. I have the
What?
thing. Yeah. I have the pins and the keychains now, and I love the one of them I like way too much than the other ones. Like it's shiny, and my raccoon side of my brain just is going
Sorry.
crazy. It's like it keeps shining at the desk, and I keep looking at it like they're so good. I'm taking pictures tomorrow, and then hopefully, if everything goes correctly, I will launch the site either tomorrow or Thursday. If things don't go correctly and you don't see it tomorrow or Thursday, you know things kind of didn't work right. But yeah. If you want to give me a gift, you do not have to. There's a link to the gift to my throne. You guys just being here and hanging out with me is all I ever ask. But there's the throne if you wish to do that. There's stuff on there for me. There's stuff on there for the bestest of roommates. There's stuff on there for Mao. All hail Mao. And there's stuff on there for the kids. But yeah, it's been a fun day. I'm probably going to get yelled at the minute I turn the stream off. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.